So the beat goes on with the Yamaha. So this is what I did to it. We went ahead and put the new bars on. We got the bark busters on there. So no more bent up handlebars, which those things, I did that so I can get the triple clamp thing off. I couldn't get to the bolts, but these bars, janky. We got off the old cut spray painted black front fender. We got the new one on. And we got the side panels on. The pipe was just held on with a screw that didn't even thread in all the way, so we got that fixed. And I put some seafoam in the gas tank and been running it, just letting it sit here and idle. And it's really starting to come around now. I've been wanting to ride it, but we got rain and I didn't want to get my cameras out there, and so, but as soon as it stops raining, we'll do a real ride on it. Let's see what she crank. You still have to put the choke on, but then after you rev it a couple of times, she'll sit here and idle. So I think the carburetor is really starting to come around. Like I say, I put some seafoam in it. And I kind of just left the choke on for a while. And just let that stuff pump through the car. I put quite a bit of it in there. Still got the lights and everything. Kind of fluttery, but she'll idle sometimes, and then now I guess since I'm recording, don't want to do right. Oh, come on. Just have to, it's like the gas has to just oh, I know why it's cutting off. Wah, wah, wah. The gas is not on. I cut the gas off. Oh. There she goes. This thing runs out of gas quick with that carburetor. I did that earlier. I had the gas off and it wouldn't crank. I was like, man, what's wrong with it? Looked over there, same thing. It's good now. Got it idled up just a little bit high because I was letting that seafoam work through. See, the choke is off now. So yeah, she is percolating real good now. And I honestly believe that carburetor is going to pan out once we ride it. Like I say, that seafoam works its way through there. Let's see what she cranked back up. some seafoam in it and just letting it sit there and idle with the choke half on, with it idled up high, it's doing its magic. If I can just leave the gas on now. I don't know why. I'm so used to 2 strokes where you have to turn the gas off. But I'll just leave it on now. I'm not going to turn it off anymore. So I'm going to plan on trying to get this gas tank clean. I've done it before with some steel wool and some plastic polish cleaner. And I think one time I used some of that Mother's chrome polish. So I'm going to try and get that white stuff off of that gas tank. And also I'm going to try and get this back white. It's moldy and mildewed, and try and get that back shiny white. Plastics for this thing, like I said before, is outrageous. I found some, but they want pretty penny. Which the side cover on this side is good, but the one over here is melted. So, and then we'll try and get a seat cover for it. The foam is pretty good. Get a seat cover, and I think that should be it. I still got to change the oil in it. It's got some good fresh oil in it, but I still want to change the filter, and I got to get this nut off. I could not get that thing off. That's where you put the oil at, but you stand it up, it's got oil in it. You kind of have to stand it straight up. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got oil in it. So, and then we'll work on getting some knobby tires on it, some dirt tires. Take these all-terrain tires off. So once the rain clears up, like I said, while it's raining, I'm gonna try and clean these plastics up, and then we'll be able to get it out and take it for a spin through the woods, see what she's made of. But like I said, I rode it before, but it was just running real bad. It kept cutting off. Even at high speed, it was just cutting off, and when I come up to a stop, I'll have to turn the choke on and let it sit with the choke on for a little bit, then take off with it. And I just said, you know what, this is not going to work. And like I said, I tried looking for a carburetor. Only carburetors I can find is the Mikuni one, which is $300 and something. And I said, well, let me try the seafoam in the gas tank and see what that does. So seems to be working. So it's cleaning up that idle patchage. Trying to get it out. And the carburetor. So I'm going to get some things together and see if I can get this stuff off of here and make it look a little better. So now it's time to finally put tires on this thing. Ordered some off of the old interwebs. Which I've never ordered tires off the internet before. Well, yeah, I have. Ordered them for that Badger that time. I don't know if you guys watched that video. And when they delivered them, they were smushed together. And I had a hard time getting them to air up. But this is supposed to be the front and rear tire for the bike. Hopefully they're not smushed up. I think I paid close to $200. I think I have to look and see. Might be less than that. This is the front and rear tire. Now I just ordered these based off the size that's on the bike. I didn't go with like the top brand Dunlop or something like that. These are Yang Exing tires, China brand tires. Supposed to be the right size. I'm wrapped up pretty good. Let's get something to cut that. tires on motorcycles. Especially ones with tubes in it. I've done it a lot in the past. Now, got Christmas wrap on it. Pretty good looking tire. Got it wrapped up like a candy cane. Maybe these for Christmas special times. Okay, this is going to take forever. So now I got that out of the way. I swear that they wrapped the mess out of those tires. Well, anyway, this is the back tire. See, it's a good looking tire. Got some good knobbies on it to be a what's that? Yuang King. Just a cheap tire, but like I said, it's got some good knobbies. So that's the back, which is a 110 118. Let's make sure we got the right tire, because somehow you can get stuff wrong. Well, that's a 4.6018. So this is just wider, I believe. It's narrower. But that's a street tire, enduro tire that's on the bike. That one might just be a little narrower, but it'll air up once then we'll be able to tell the difference. This is the front. It's supposed to be a 21, I believe. Yeah, 80, 121. It's got some good tread on it. The fronts are usually easy to put on. The backs be the problem. They're wider. See, it's got the enduro street tire. So we'll get the tires on it. And also the seat cover came in. I gotta try and get it on. We got a ride this weekend, if it don't rain, up at Mudslingers down in I think it's Woodland, Mississippi. So plan on taking it with me. That's why I wanted to get the tires on and at least the seat cover so it won't look all raggy. I tried to get this off of the tank and it's just faded real bad. I tried my old trick with the mothers with like some steel wool. It got some of it off, but it's on there really deep. So I'm gonna hunt around for a gas tank for it that's not all faded out, and a side panel. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this tire removed. I started on it, but I wanted to make sure I had the right tires first. It's just got these little Phillips head screws right here. It's got the quick change rear end. You take these little Phillips head screws out on the east side. It's kind of dark over here. Get the light. But just these, it's got these little brackets. You can loosen your axle nut and just slide this tire right off after you take your chain off. Good quick change, like if you're on the side of the road or something, you need to, I guess, pull the tube out, or just quick, you know, without taking something and knocking the axle out, mess the threads up. But I'm gonna get the back tire off first, and then we'll get the front tire off and try and get them broke down and get them put on, and then maybe we can tackle that seat cover. It's supposed to be a universal seat cover. I haven't opened it yet. It said it will fit this bike, so we'll see. So that didn't go as planned. I still had to knock the axle out because of the rear brake caliper. That axle goes through there. So I thought with these quick changes, you can just slide it out and leave the caliper bolted on the swing arm, but you still have to knock it out. So I don't know why they even put these little things on there anyway, because still you got to knock the axle all the way out. Who knows? So I'll just put these back on there, and when we get ready to put it in, the axle just have to go back through the hub and back through the caliper bracket. Got some brake pads coming for it. These are about down to the metal, of course, on any all-terrain vehicle with disc brakes. You know, them brakes, they wear out on them. So they should be here, I think, today. So I can go ahead and put the new brakes on the front and the back, and that'll be done. So anyway, I kind of don't want to take the front tire off right now, because if I do, it's going to fall off the stand unless I can find like some kind of weight to put on the rear, so that way it'll kind of balance it out. So I guess I'll just start with the back tire first, then put it on there, and then we'll go to the front, because that thing kind of teeter-tottering on the stand, and I don't want it to fall unless I can find something to prop up under the front forks to hold it. So I'll figure out something. I'll get the tools so we can get this stuff done. So I made an executive decision to just take these tires to the local motorcycle shop and let them put them on. I just don't really feel like fooling with them. And then if that way, if the tubes get punctured or something, they can just put me a new set of tubes in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this front off. You know, sometimes you just gotta let other folks do stuff for you, especially if you don't feel like fooling with it. And I got a bunch going on. I'm pretty sure they'll have the tires done before the weekend, probably before the day over with. So this has also got some kind of quick change clamp on the forks. I believe you just loosen this, and these 4 bolts, and you can take the axle loose. I got the speedometer cable unhooked. Calipers, the brake caliper should stay on the bike because it's bolted to the forks. I would much rather let somebody else deal with it than me. See, can we get a wrench to get that off? I'm trying to put a jack stand up under the forks. Yep, too big. 18. that'll give me time to work on the seat. I thought that was at 18, 17? Ain't 18. Look like somebody there. Look, oh, that's a 16. No, look, it's a 17. Looks like somebody in there. Putting the wrong wrench on there. Axle nut. Okay. What is that? I put on a trailer with the axle's about to fall off of it or something? Oh gosh, that is tight. I'm gonna have to get that. I would have to get the intake. So I think what you can do is just take the axle part way loose. Well, actually, I think this is designed to keep the axle free flowing if you loosen that clamp. Because if these are tight, this little clamp here with the 4 screws, if that's tight on the forks, it won't let the axle turn if you try and loosen it. So by loosening that up, it just takes the pressure off of it. Slides right out. This part's gonna suck. Man, I hope this bike don't fall. Oh! Gee willikers. You really need to put a jack stand at the back. Miscalculated. That's not gonna end well. This thing go bye-bye. Luckily I had the jack stand already handy, or I'll be sitting here holding it all day, screaming for help. That would have sucked. Alright, so tires are off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till the bike shop open. I'm going to run the tires over there, let them put them on. They can fool with that for a couple hours or all day if they want to. And then we'll get them back, put them on. The new brake pads should be in today. We'll go ahead and pop them on. And probably best to put them on now. Probably put them on without taking the calipers, you know, off the brackets. Because since it don't have any wheels on it, we'll see how that works. And get the seat cover on. So I'm gonna get this stuff loaded up and we'll make something happen. So here we go. Got the front tire on, brand new. Got to put on the rim. Performance Plus Suzuki here in Memphis, Marvin. You really hooked me up. You put new tubes and put the tires on. I didn't have to fool with it all day. Here's the back one. Brand new tube, new wheel lock with the new tire. And I was looking at the sprocket. Sprocket's got some wear. As you can see, the teeth starting to curl over. Some of these you can flip over, but this one's got the recess where the screws go. And I thought I could be able to flip it so it can wear back the other way, but it's got a little life left in it. So, like I say, riding this weekend, if we go, I think she'll be alright. And I'm going to end up getting a new sprocket for the rear and probably the front too, and a chain. This is a 43 tooth rear sprocket. I'm not sure what's on the front, but I'm thinking it's got the street gear on it because it had the enduro tires on it, because this is kind of like an enduro bike. So I'm probably going to change the gearing anyway for more clamming. I think it might be set up for more top end because it's on the street, so it's probably geared kind of high. So if we change it, we're going to change it where it have more low end, so we can be clamming heels and stuff like that. But I'm just going to run it, tighten the chain back up. Like I said, the chain is kind of trashy anyway. It's got a master link somebody rigged that's actually too big. I don't know if we can see it. There it is. Look like they welded. Look like they welded the link on there. So it's kind of a jacked up master link. But I'm gonna get a new chain sprocket. Front sprocket looks alright. It is a 14 tooth. So I'm gonna look up the specs on the gearing and see is that good for clamming or top end or lower end, and if not, I'm gonna change them. Like I said, we'll get a new chain later. I'm just gonna take it out and ride it this weekend up at the trail spot. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the sprocket back on, tighten it up, and get the tire back on the bike. The brake pads should be coming soon. I wish they would come before I put the back wheel back on, but I can always take the caliper back off, and along with the front one. I just want to get it back on the ground because it's kind of teeter-tottering on that bike stand, because it's kind of like the frame is kind of rounded shape. So here we are with the seat, and I picked up this seat cover off of I can't remember where I got it from. Amazon, of course, my place to shop. Maybe I'll become a spokesperson for Amazon because I get everything from there. Anyway, it says it fits a YZ125, YZ250, but in the description it's supposed to be universal. And it's a gripper seat, MX seat cover. Doesn't mean nothing for that. So hopefully they telling the truth about it's supposed to fit this seat. Staple gun, screwdriver, razor blade, yeah, we got all that. I read the reviews and some people said it was good and some people said it wasn't. So I'm just going to test fit it. It says it's supposed to fit TT-R 125, 250. That ain't looking too good. I didn't want to take the cover off and come find out that it won't fit. Turn off the old loud air conditioning. I don't think this is gonna work. Those seats are skinny. It won't even cover the whole side. Even if I stretched it, I have to send that back. Supposed to have fit, but as you can see, it's real narrow at the front. Well, this seat is wide. A little bit too late to get one, probably. Today is Wednesday. I have to see if I can get one by the weekend. If not, I have to. Maybe I get some blue tape and put some tape on it just to ride, you know. I hate to look all countrified, but that's not gonna work. So we're gonna send this back for a refund return. It said universal, and then it said it's supposed to fit, but it ain't. So we'll just put this back in the box package. Maybe I can find some blue tape. I hate to put black tape on it, but blue tape might look stupid. I got some black Gorilla tape, but you put tape on that styrofoam, you get ready to take it off, it's going to take the styrofoam with it. Maybe I can find a whole seat. I don't know. Oh well, we'll just stick it all back in there. Anybody need a YZ125 250 seat cover? I got one. I'm gonna try to return it. So anyway, we're kind of out of luck on that. But I'll let you look at the bike since I got the tires on it now. It's starting to come along, starting to look pretty good. Like I said, this thing here is so mildewed. I tried to find one, but couldn't find one of those either. Keep searching, but got the tires. The brake pad should be here sometime or another. So I'm gonna go ahead and change the oil. I finally got this screw loose where you put the oil at. I had to find a good 14mm socket. And I got the oil filter, so I'm gonna change the oil. And we'll be good on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the oil change, wait on the brake pads, and try and find what I'm gonna do about the seat so I won't look crazy pulling up with everybody. So I just changed the oil and it was super black. These things got the side glass on it, so if you stand it up straight up, it should come up to that first mark. It's got nice clean oil, nice oil filter. I haven't cranked it. It's probably been about a week since I cranked it because I didn't want to crank it with that old nasty oil in it. So let's just see where it even start. Glad to get that screw out where I can put the oil in. Let's see when it even start up. Key is on. Like I say, carburetor still a little bit of fluttery on the idle, but it's getting better. This thing's got a horn on it too. There's a horn right here. I don't know if you can see that, but I couldn't find the horn button though. There's a horn right there. I know this red button up here has got to be the kill button. Well, where's the horn button at? Like I say, this thing is Enduro. Let's see. It's got to be the kill button. Alright. Come on, Betsy. Yeah. She ain't all the way warm yet. That's supposed to be a kill button or a horn button. I'm gonna have to check that out because it's got a horn on it. I mean, not like I really need a horn anyway, but sure like to know if it works. But so other than that, it's just the seat cover and just clean it up a little bit, and the brakes still, which they have not showed up yet. So hopefully they're here before Friday. So that's gonna be it on it for right now. I'm gonna research a seat cover, see if maybe I can find one. I'll call the bike shops tomorrow and see maybe they got one. If not, then we'll just do something with that. But oil change, new tires, tubes, and so new handlebars, new front fender, new battery, and new carburetor boot we put on, new rear carburetor boot we put on, and what else did we do to it? I think that's it for right now. Tighten up some bolts, stop the oil leak, went through the carburetor 4 or 5 times, and yeah, so we'll get back to it when the time comes to take her out and let her rip potato chip. Well, the Yamaha's finna go on his first woods ride, so we're gonna see how it works out. We got the TT-R and the KX, I think it's a KXF, good friend of mine's. So we're gonna head up to the trails, see what she does. I haven't had her in the trails, so we'll see. Seems to be running pretty good. Well, the old Yamaha's been doing good out here. We're out here at Piney Hills and Hollow in Duck Hill, Mississippi. Actually, Grenada. And been hitting these whoop-de-doos all day. And she's been running real good. Lost my other camera, my GoPro. Hopefully somebody turn it in. I had a lot more footage. So I'm gonna try and hit these whoop-de-doos one more time. Kind of hard to find a place to set the camera. Thing's a beast. She is a beast, but she runs good. Ooh, man. So I just kind of half-ass put the seat cover on it just for the ride today, even though this is not the seat cover for it. But it's working out. It looks pretty decent. It's kind of hard to ride because got a lot of people constantly riding through. So I tried to get all the footage I could since I lost the camera. So, but yeah, she's doing pretty good though. Yeah, doing a lot of side-by-sides out here today. Well, rode the Yamaha all day, time to take her home. She did good, so you guys just keep watching. There'll be more bikes coming to the channel. This one right here turned out pretty good after being abandoned and neglected. So down here at Duck Hill Off-Road Park, there's a lot of people out here. Here comes the water truck. We were the only two bikes out here. Got the KLF 250. Oh. And we rode till we can't ride anymore. So I'm gonna get the right seat cover for it. That was just a spur of the moment thing. But yeah, she did real good. So we're gonna head up out of here. Hadn't rode a dirt bike all day, so I'm sore, tired. Here comes a water truck. wetting up the trap or the trails all the way around. Keep all this dust down. So anyway, we'll holler at y'all later. See ya.